The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, kill! Maverick, pour it out. Value 3.
Once again, it's Swift. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run. Down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ric Flair. Listen.
it's gone. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Super one.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
76.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And that is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
We're scoreless after 1. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Jackson. He's got Anderson right side.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now second and 9 from the 10.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete here.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Jackson now. Touchdown!
Aaron Jones.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
73 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson.
A check down here to Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Again, it's Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8.
Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's when we turn to the lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Jackson to throw.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Oh, he bowls over it.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, Swift.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Sliding out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Horn.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Well, he's got it inside the 10. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll go again to Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. This is intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's gone. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
We go, 76, 76. 11, 11.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Odafe Owe there on the tackle.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To Williams on the jet sweep.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
An inside give to Jones. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
From 17 yards out.
and the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Goff now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle, Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember the 4-minute offense.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, no kill.
This is Swift on the counter.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now it's gone.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Goff linking up with Chark for a Lions 1st down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Jackson connects with Duvernay.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here's Jackson. Able to find Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Throwing, Jackson.
He'll find Jones again, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Jackson. This one swung out here to Jones. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
Now Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Jackson to throw.
Open man is Anderson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final.